Josh Smith with GottaBeMobile.com. Today I'm going to show you the iPhone 6 versus the Samsung Galaxy S5. And to do that, I have a 5.5-inch iPhone 6. I have an AT&T Galaxy S5, which is out right now, and a 4.7-inch iPhone 6. These are mock-ups that we ordered from China, and they're based on the current iPhone 6 leaks, and they are able to give us a good idea of the difference in size between the iPhone 6 and the Samsung Galaxy S5. Now, when I compare the Galaxy S5 to the 5.5-inch iPhone 6, you'll see that it is taller and wider than the Galaxy S5. The 4.7-inch iPhone 6 is actually slightly smaller than the Galaxy S5. This view will maybe give a better look at the difference there. You can kind of see a little bit of edge over here, about a bezel's worth of difference. In terms of displays, these devices feature a 5.5-inch, a 5.1-inch, and a 4.7-inch display. Both of these iPhone 6 models are larger than the 4-inch display on the iPhone 5S, 0.7-inch larger and 1.5-inch larger. The 5.1-inch display here in the middle comes with a 1920 by 1080 resolution, and reports from display experts say this is the best mobile display ever. And you know what, we've looked at it and used it for several months now, and it looks really sharp. Part of that is because we have a ton of pixels in there packed together and get a really nice looking display. The colors are nice, the brightness is great, and on the iPhone 6 models, we'll probably have a 1704 by 960 resolution, which is higher than the iPhone 5S, but it's not quite as high as we see on the Galaxy S5. And while these will have more pixels per inch than the iPhone 5S, it's not yet clear completely how this will stack up between the iPhone 6 and the Galaxy S5 in terms of actual display quality when you're looking at and using the device. One thing that we really do like about the Galaxy S5 display is it is more power efficient than what we saw in the Galaxy S4, and hopefully Apple's able to bring some of that into the Galaxy, or I should say to the iPhone 6, so that we have a nice, bigger, brighter display that uses less power than the previous iPhone for better iPhone battery life. Another interesting part about the size comparison is the iPhone 6 looks like it will be slightly thinner than the Galaxy S5, and part of that reason is the Galaxy S5 is water resistant, so users are going to get a device that can survive up to 3 feet underwater for up to 30 minutes, and we don't expect to see that on either of the iPhone 6 models. Another important difference between the Galaxy S5 display and what we expect to see on the iPhone 6 displays is the strength of the material that covers the actual display. This is using a chemically strengthened glass, probably Gorilla Glass 2 or Gorilla Glass 3, and so that helps prevent scratches and keeps the screen looking nice, but it's not scratch proof. The iPhone 6 in 4.7 and 5.5 may both use sapphire. And sapphire is really strong, so you shouldn't be able to scratch it with your car keys. Basically, you're gonna need a diamond to scratch it, and if the drop tests that we've seen with other phones are anything like what we could see with sapphire on iPhone 6, it should help protect this front panel from damage when you drop your phone. Again, we're gonna have to wait to see the exact implementation of sapphire on an iPhone 6, and there are also some rumors that it will not be available on every model, so that may come into play as well. From a design standpoint, there are some key differences that users will want to know. The Galaxy S5 uses a plastic back, while the iPhone 6 is likely to use all aluminum. That includes this top and bottom part here, where we've typically seen glass used. Now, these white breaks here are likely to be there in some form or another based on other leaks we've seen, but they may not look quite as sloppy as they do on some of these iPhone 6 mock-ups that are designed by people trying to fit cases in China. The brakes here and the Apple logo will likely play a role in antenna communication so that the iPhone 6 GPS, Wi-Fi, and cellular can actually communicate even though it's inside a metal frame. Now, we've already talked that the Galaxy S5 has water-resistant design, and that's because there are seals both on the bottom charging port and on the back. We have this little gasket right here that keeps this area protected. Now, it's another key part of the Galaxy S5 design. I'm able to pull this back off, and I can swap my battery out. I can add a micro SD card. And I can also use other accessories. This is a wireless charging back that I can snap on, and now the phone can wirelessly charge. Those are the real big differences that you'll see between these devices, and that's that aluminum and plastic. A lot of it will come down to personal preference, what feels best in your hand, across the size and the design, what looks best to you. You can check out more about these devices at gottabemobile.com and see deeper comparisons, including how the specs stack up between the iPhone 6 and the Galaxy S5.